Hello and welcome to the Just Another Castle podcast. I'm your host Matt, and with me this week is our pro gamer Mike.
All right.
And our retro aficionado Unoclay.
What up?
Oh, and I know
Mr.
that.
Robot.
That's like Animal Crossing or WarioWare, right? One of those two.
Here we go. That's Star Fox, you heretic. You're on a ninja. No.
No, I'll give you some Star Fox. It goes more of like, cocky little freaks. Like, hey Einstein, I'm on your side. I don't pull out any classic Peppy O'Hare lines because that's too good. But someone's come out to play, Uncle Andros, and no.
My Star Fox sound, it's smashing.
All right.
I'm doing. Everyone lives through another life on planet Earth. I take it. Awesome.
Yep.
Damn humans. I mean, yeah, me too.
Nice.
All right, so we'll start off this week with, with what we've been playing. I'm still not used to saying this. We'll start off this week with our Game of All Time tournament. Last week,
Yes.
If you didn't hear through the end, or I forget what point in the podcast, but last week I actually should have wrote this down instead of whatever. Last week, we
I'll explain it, man. We got Jiminy flip-flopped and pancaked and some bullshit out here. You keep asking Jimbos out here like, hey, man, what game do you play? Well, I've never played any game in my life, but I'd vote for this one. And I'll be like, I'm going to smack anyone now. All right? You're going to I need a background check and at least a resume next time you ask somebody. Okay?
So last week, clearly Mike wasn't happy. We voted on The World Ends With You beating out Kingdom Hearts.
We're talking the greatest here. We're not talking one hit. All right, one-off hits that can't even get a sequel. All right, meanwhile, my game is made a legacy, and they have a literal theme park attraction in another foreign land.
It's not good enough.
Yeah, apparently not great enough. This game that only gets re-released and never got a sequel. Yep, totally better.
All right, but just to settle on. Just to keep Mike, well, this isn't going to keep Mike happy. But regardless, I didn't get any more responses to that. I only got the one. Now, maybe other people saw that I decided on a winner or whatnot. I kind of doubt it. But
For all those other...
But the other people didn't respond, and that's the only one I got. So
all right,
there's no way
I'll give it that. I'll give it that.
I tried. I do what I can, Mike.
Don't worry. I'll ask my biased group next time, where I have direct influence over.
You're supposed to
totally
say
fair.
not biased.
Oh, I mean, unknown humans.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll ask
You said
Billy,
the quiet
my
part
roommate.
loud and the quiet part.
Yeah, exactly. Great.
Nice.
Yo, Matt,
All right,
you should go first. Oh, wait, no, we're talking about goatee right now. I forgot.
Yeah.
I thought it was for what we played.
No, so we'll get to the Game of All Time tournament. So this week it is The Legend of Zelda on the NES versus Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm not sure who put in what. I'm gonna say Unoclay put in Zelda and Mike put in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
And you are right on the money.
Go figure.
Guessed it. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's like we know each other well enough that is actually pretty cool that we can do that. That it's like I think every week I think there was one where maybe Matt you weren't sure, but other than that, so far it's been.
Well, there's some that would be like anyone could have chosen it.
Like last week, like Mike said, I put in games like throwing a rock. Or like Jenga.
Yeah.
Tetris.
It's like, okay.
Classic man. I mean, classic Clay in his Jenga pick. Like Clay, you can't even plug it in. Doesn't count. Right?
Not retro enough, bro.
Yeah, at least choose operation. There's electronics in it, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But, I guess I'll let one of you guys start first since both of your picks are in here. Mike, would you like to go first?
Nah, I went first last time.
Okay, fair enough. Unoclay,
Thank you.
You're forced to go first.
I have nothing prepared, and I can do it.
Yes, let's go, boys. Let's go. I mean, all right, Clay, go on.
All right, so I'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Legend of Zelda on the NES. It essentially needs no introduction. My worthy opponent, some game about Marvel heroes and Capcom heroes. I don't think I've ever played it, never seen it. How could it's a fighter. It's not Smash Brothers. It's not Street Fighter. It's not Mortal Kombat. It's some game. It was a knockoff of some great series, I'm sure. Legend of Zelda. Maybe you've heard of it. Don't really need to say much. The one that began it all, and one of the greatest still. Look it up. Any game list of all time, will list it there. Marvel vs. Capcom 2? I don't know. I don't know if you'll see it there.
All right, that's time.
Oh.
The smug attitude coming from Unoclay.
Oh man, I wish we could green screen some podiums for this, so we do this.
Yeah. Oh my god,
that's funny. Oh man.
Oh man, man! If we had to vote based off of arguments, you aren't getting anything. I'm the greatest, and you're gonna like it. It's
yeah, man. I mean, gosh.
Jeez, I thought was that Unoclay talking or was that Mike? I can't tell.
When it comes to Zelda 1, do I really need to say anything? That's all I gotta say. That's the basis of my argument.
All right.
Hey, not bad. Dude, I don't worry. I can't wait for I get to talk because
have at it.
Mike, so
give me that young timer.
Get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the literal greatest fighting game of all time, combined everything that Capcom has done in all their Marvel superhero works, put every possible combination, one of the best soundtracks of all time, and guess what? Clay's gonna go off Legacy? Doesn't mean shit compared to last week if you're gonna talk about things like that. So, Legacy means nothing, especially talking to the greatest arcade fighter and actual regular fighter of all time. Game paved the way for FGC, alright? Go look up Justin Wong, Evo, FGC2, some of the hypest moments you'll ever see in life, and soundtrack, bam, bangers, every type, jazz, freaking Capcom fighting FGCs, every type of banger, plus Wolverine and Spider-Man in a team with Ryu. That's right, every kid's fantasy.
There's a lot of words.
Yeah, man.
A lot of nice words.
Yeah. Yo, you know what? Clay, right now, just you know what? I'll send you a song right now. You'll be like, holy shit, this is that MVC2 soundtrack. You're gonna be amazed. I mean, it's actually really good though. Like on a side note, like even post this, like you should actually check it out. It's like really cool. It's like a mix of like jazz and fighting games and all that. Like when it first came out, people were like, oh, this soundtrack's terrible and all that. And now like people are like, you'll see like mods and Smash and all that, and they'll include MVC2 songs and all that. It's really cool.
Nice. I will check it out. I'll check out this cute young game.
Yeah. Bro, you know how many quarters I spent, freaking playing that game, and then it got released twice. I mean, if it makes it next week, that's my next argument. But we'll see.
Nice.
It's all up to Matt and his authoritative.
Why is it always up to me? This is never.
Go, Matt. You wanted to go last, bro.
Yeah, but that's because you guys already have your positions, so it wouldn't really be.
Oh yeah,
fair.
It's true. I mean, if it was like
if it started with me, then it's like, what's the point of doing the rest? Oh man,
it's all good, man.
So Matt, how about this? Instead of you can't make an argument. How about this? For 30 seconds, you have to go look up both games, all right? And based on what you see.
When I don't play it, that's what I usually do.
You're gonna be like literally YouTube video, like you maybe the person. How about this? The person who's never played the game, they can watch 2 30-second gameplay clips of each game and decide based off
to give
that.
some perspective. I've played a bit of Zelda on the NES. I don't remember how because there's a bajillion ways to play it. And I didn't play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I played 3, and that's similar enough to me to make an assessment on.
Wait, I hate 3 though.
Yeah, but I don't know the intricacies of the differences, so
fair. But at least look at the artwork of the soundtrack, man, before you make a. Don't get all hasty in here.
I feel like Mike might be a little worried here. I feel like Mike might be a little nervous, a little quaking. Like Link, he's the boy, right? The hero. Yeah.
Matt. Clay's talking about Wand of Gamelon. All right, so look that up and then look up my game. Okay.
Oh man, I don't like the art to this, to be honest.
What? For what? For which game?
For
Wand of Gamelon?
Yeah.
Oh, he said Wand of Gamelon.
No, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
What?
It looks.
Look at that beautiful sprite. Oh, you're looking at the cover art. Just watch damn 30 seconds of it. Make it fair. Give me a fair assessment.
Oh,
I mean,
feel
I
like
wouldn't
Mike's-
not play it because of the art.
What? How's that?
No, I said.
What
hold
are
on,
you
hold
looking
on,
at?
Hold on, I said I wouldn't not play it because of the art.
Oh,
It's not that
alright.
bad. It's just.
That helps you.
it
Well,
looks
Matt,
a
you're an
little-
artist. I don't know how
looks a
you
little-
think.
Oh yeah,
It's
I'm
not
not
that
an
bad.
artist.
I'll
No,
agree with Matt. It's not that bad.
no.
Okay,
I just think.
Wait,
it's
I
not
need
as
to know what you
clean
guys
as,
are looking at because the
yeah.
actual
Mike.
character arts of the game are very detailed, and then like the in-game are these are a combination of all their old games. So
I'm
it's
looking
like,
at the in-game stuff, but Mike.
so yeah,
you're-
like
you're
the
a little
in-game stuff.
close
So
to-
what makes it cool is that it's taking stuff from old games
Mike.
and every single one of their old versus games, and they've thrown it together to make it like into one game, which
Yeah.
like is kind of crazy if you think about it. It's like me going like, yo, let's take Smash 64 Mario, and we're gonna throw in Melee Fox, and they threw them in one game together, and it worked out.
Just you're still a little.
Mainly looking at
loud
like
not to be.
deviant art, like fantasy.
Yeah, I had to make
type
sure he
game.
wasn't looking at DeviantArt, Sonic the Hedgehog,
Oh,
and,
gosh.
making their own characters and all that.
I mean, it's a cute game. It's nice. It's neat. It's derivative. We all know. I mean, it wishes it was Street Fighter. It's cool, but it's cute.
It's better than Street Fighter. What are we smoking? And it actually has a story mode, unlike Legend of Zelda, which you have to read an instruction manual to find out. Yeah,
Wait, what?
this game has a story mode,
Like
dude.
Legend of Zelda?
Legend of Zelda, no story mode. All right, you gotta read a pamphlet. All right, not even an instruction. You're like, what is this? All right, you play Marvel, you're like, oh shit, story mode. All right.
I mean, it's cute. I am looking at it. It's a cute game. It's cute. It's like something I'd play around with if I saw it. Like in the arcade, I might put a quarter in and I'd be like, oh, this is neat. It's like Street Fighter was.
But it was faster and cooler.
Hey, Mike.
Damn it, man. All you gotta do is when you type in MAC2, you just gotta type in Justin Wong, and then you'll be like, holy shit, this game is unlocked potential. Okay.
I'm looking at deviant art, like fantasy pics of like the characters having sex with each other. This is
Of course you are. Clearly. You're like, hold on, let me go to that. You're like, let me Google it and then go to page 99 of my Google search.
Hey,
right?
Mike.
Oh man.
Yo.
You're a little close to your mic.
Oh, my bad.
Every time you get in a conversation, I can tell because you get like an inch close to the mic or like an inch away from the mic. You're like, wait, guys, I gotta
got
tell you how
Rob
wrong
last
you are.
Oh,
You know,
I
you
totally
don't
want to
get
vote for
seated.
this. Did you guys see this picture of Mega Man and Chun-Li together? Did you guys
Yeah,
see this?
exactly. You can pick that.
Dude,
You
dude. brrr.
Oh, gosh,
there you go, Clay. There we go.
you do realize one
God,
is
it's-
a boy, a child, or at least a robot.
It's also
child.
the only game you can play as a serve bot from Mega Man Legends. It has
That's
Mega Man
true.
Legends characters in it. That's how legendary it is. All right.
Wait,
People even
All right, I
I
should
opened up-
stop delaying long enough. Oh, gosh.
make your damn decision, you damn
Uh,
dirty
I'll,
host.
Well,
quiet down here.
I guess oh man. Here, I guess clarification with Uno. I'm just curious if I should judge both just strictly alone against each other, or if I should bring in the series history into it somehow.
Yo, we
Game-
can't do
or
series
just-
now because apparently
No,
Kingdom
not-
Hearts is jack shit.
It
Yeah,
has to-
game on game.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's multiple Zelda games in our
Yeah.
thing. You can't be like, oh well, the series, then we'd have to keep voting all
No,
the time.
I don't
Doesn't-
mean that. I mean like there are
You mean
better
other
games. That,
iterations of the same game?
yeah, like let's say there's
An HD version of a game or something
no,
like that?
I just meant like, oh
You
well, I
mean-
don't
you
like
mean
this
Zelda-
game. Like
Because
there's
Zelda was on
another
3DS.
like by saying, oh, there's better Zelda games than let's say Mario, it's like, oh well, there's better Mario games than this specific one in this battle. But then that might not be fair because you're supposed to look at it.
We'll be voting on the
specifically.
game. The way I vote
you're-
on the games,
All
if
right,
it's
I'll,
not
I'll
mine,
just look at them as separate entities. Oh god.
And your timer starts
nah.
now.
Oh great. Well, I've played a bit of both. Oh man, this is hard. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go with this.
25 seconds.
Yeah, I
it goes.
really did not stick with The Legend of Zelda that long. I forget where and when I've played it, but I got bored of it pretty quickly, and even though I haven't played much of Marvel vs. Capcom, or technically 2, I did play 3, but for the sake of this argument, I'm going to count it similar enough. I'm going to say I had a lot more fun with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I'm going to go...
On
yeah.
Nintendo pod. My heart is breaking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not interested enough in Zelda NES, so I'm gonna go with Marvel
What's the
vs.
final
Capcom.
vote? I need to think.
I'm gonna go
I
with
need to
Marvel
jump out of
vs.
this
Capcom.
chair or punch something.
He said it. I heard it.
Let's go. Let's go.
He sheepishly backed into voting for your game. I heard him.
He knew.
I heard.
He knew.
It's
all about
Yeah.
fun, man. Right? It's all about that young fun.
Oh yeah, now Mike's calm when he wins.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all about fun. Don't
It's a
get
good- yeah,
serious.
it's
Why are
fun
my
in
games
games,
winning?
But like, the best way the way I vote for it when it's not my game is I kind of picture it in both aspects. Like when I played it then, like when I just played it, how I felt about it. I think that's like the fairest way.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like if it was me, he'd be like, oh, like I'll get a game. Like, say I didn't vote for one. Like, what was it? Like 2 weeks ago, Stake. I didn't have it, and like although I hated Last of Us, I was like, I did have fun with the multiplayer. And although I loved Smash when I first played it, I grew to hate it, and I was like, that doesn't help. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like that's the way I look at it.
I have bad news. This whole tournament's canceled, and the brackets were just deleted. It's weird.
Oh man, gosh darn it! Oh well, I guess my game's won. Oh well, greatest game of all time: Sonic 3 and Knuckles confirmed. Okay.
It's so weird. When I go to the website where the brackets were, there's just nothing there. Which, by the way, for the listeners at home, is challenge.com/justanothercastle. If you want to look at the brackets, so these evolving travesty bracket are at challenge with an O, challenge like challenge.
Dude, I just want to do them all, man. We can bang it out. One big podcast. It would be intense.
we all have to suffer slowly.
Yeah, I don't think my heart can handle it. Like,
I can't, dude. Like, if I miss a day, I'm like, I know you guys will be like, man, well, Jimmy Shrek's Swamp Battle's gonna win. I'm gonna be like, damn it all, guys, not again. Like the GameCube classic. Okay.
This is gonna be weird because some of these matchups, I don't know if it'll be like one of them is my game, and it's like, should I just change and vote for the other side instead, or should I stick with it
I'm
because I
worried when
voted
it's like
for it?
2 of our games together or something like that. Like I want to like.
Oh,
when it
like 2
happens
of
in the
one
later
person's
rounds.
games.
Or I'm kind of hyped when I have the same game as Clay. So it's just gonna be like some biased, good ass voting right there. It's gonna be like Super Mario World. I'm like, all right, this is easy money. You know what I mean? Like,
this is.
Right.
I just need a minute, guys. Happy Pokemon Day to boot fuck bags.
it's Pokemon Day? Oh yeah.
I just need a minute.
Oh gosh, I killed him.
Are we voting Pokemon? That's it. All right, good. Hey man, let me check that bracket again. I gotta check this young bracket while I'm at it.
All right, well, let's move on from that to what we've been playing, and we'll just skip me because I've been busy with a whole bunch of stuff. So, Mike, what have you been playing?
Playing. So I've been playing that young Xenoblade. I have not gone anywhere further. I keep playing it when I'm like dead asleep at night. So I'll be like, oh, I got that thing. And then I wake up and I'm like, damn, I gotta do homework. So I can't do it. I like fake gave up Dragon Ball Z for right now. Only because like I was kind of mad because like I said, the online's like really messed up. And not in the way where it's like I can't play. More like, I beat someone who's better than me. Oh, he quit out. Well, I don't get any points and he didn't lose anything. Not like I'm gonna rank up anymore. And then it'll be like my turn. I'll be like, I'll take my loss like a man. Game's like, well, you're gonna fall for that. I'll be like, damn, me for not being a rage quitting bitch. Right?
Yeah, that sucks. I've seen you post on Twitter a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's really
like,
annoying.
It's
Just frustrating. It's just frustrating. It's like they know they're about to lose. I'll do a level 3 super, and it's like I don't get rewarded for it at all. You know what I mean? It's like at least punish the other guy if I'm not gonna get anything.
At least if someone drops out, you should get like at least, I don't know how the ranking works, but you should get like portion points, like some level amount of points or whatever.
Yeah, that or like didn't Nintendo do something like if you keep getting out or you get reported, you get put into like 4 glory hell or something like that?
Yeah,
I know
with
Marvel
Splatoon,
vs.
it's like
Capcom
if you
Infinite,
keep quitting enough,
they
then or if your
yeah,
connection
it takes forever to get into a match, and then it's like, and you always play like the same people anyway, and you're like, this sucks. Like it happened to me once, but that was because like I got reported for beating a guy, and I was like, why am I fighting and taking like a week to get a match? And I was like gonna stop playing for it, but I was like, I guess it's fair. The Nintendo system's not too great on it, but Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite does it pretty well. Like if you quit, they're like, all right, we're gonna ban you for like 5 minutes, and, you know what I mean, and you're gonna lose points. Like, well, that's fair. So you can't be like, oh, I keep my game just turned off. Let's see. Other than that, I was looking into Owlboy. Might get that physical though. Yeah, like I said, I might get that physical, and then I really wanted actually to play Super Lucky Tales because it went on sale. And I'm like, ooh, a 3D platformer. That's my jam. So other than that, I've been kind of like more planning stuff to play rather than playing anything. And I also hit Masters in Overwatch, which is pretty cool. It's like the step under GM. Like most pros are GM or in top 500.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. Once I get there, I'll be I'll be an owl.
Pro.
Overwatch League. No, it's like a big like it's. You don't know what that is, or like if you guys are on Twitch, it's like on Wednesday through Saturdays they have like all these pros play, like a pro sports team and all that. It's pretty cool.
Nice. So what are your mains?
Oh, I have played DPS characters, so I'll play like Soldier, Genji, and like Pharah and all that. But on the occasion, I will try to play a tank. I'll play like D.Va or something. Like you like everyone might know of D.Va because like everyone might know of Tracer because she's like the mascot of it, but like D.Va's like the gamer girl character they made of it. Like if there's something like people, like if you ever like seen it, like if she's like the bunny giant mech thing, and she's like Korean and actually a pro gamer in the game lore. But I mean she's fun. I think everybody's fun. This is when you first start the game, it's just terrible. I think because like you have to play quick play rather than competitive, and quick play is just like it's like when you play like you want to play the game and take it seriously, but you're like, the hell's going on? Everyone's doing whatever they want. You know what I mean? So like when the first time you play Smash, like it's fun. And then you play like classic mode and you're like, holy shit, there's more to this game than me just running around like an idiot. So that's what quick play is. But then like they force you to get to level 25, which takes at least like 20 hours in game or 15 hours in game. Yeah. But if you play with friends, they level you up faster, which is a very nice thing. But yeah, other than that, I feel like I should be preparing for Ni no Kuni too. That's on my 2 playlist for March.
Oh yeah, does that come out March or is it still?
I heard end of March. It went gold. So that should be a good sign. And I haven't really touched Celeste. Like I'm like stuck on a B side, or more of like once again I'm playing at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, this platforming's a lot harder when I'm falling asleep. And I just fall asleep.
Who would have guessed it?
I know, right? Like, wow, an intricate platformer while I'm laying down, half asleep, makes no sense. But I haven't touched my 3DS like a scrub, and I want the Secret of Mana remake also. But I'm like you said, I might be the one guy who gets it for Vita, so that's kind of my goal.
Speaking of 3DS, interestingly enough, I was looking at some stuff for possibly going to E3, and then I was looking up the flights because I don't know how long the flight would take. And I'm like, I don't know, what is it, like 2 hours? It's like, no, 4 to 5. I'm like,
oh, bro, it's like 4 to 5.
Yeah, I'm like,
crazy, man.
That kind of sucks. I'm like, maybe I should buy a 3DS game just so I can have something to play on the plane.
Wait, man, you have a Switch.
I know, but
why would you play Switch?
Because I don't want to risk bringing that. I don't even want to take that outside, let alone like on a plane.
That is the point of the Switch.
I know, but
OMG.
I'm still in the...
You sound like Clay first month when he had a Switch.
Nah, dude, I'm over the Golden Gate.
Bro, Matt's in it now. The Golden Goose phase, man. Like, whoa.
That thing is never leaving the house unless it's in another vehicle.
That's what you think.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Holy cow, dude. Yeah, you gotta get past that, man. For a flight, it is made for a flight.
Yeah, it is
made for it.
But I also do.
It's so.
I mean, I
good
guess
on a
I could
flight,
put
dude.
I could put it in carry-on, so it's not like it would get lost.
You're not
in
taking
luggage.
it in your suitcase.
But I don't know. It
we'll
depends. It depends if like the hotel or where we're staying like has a safe or something. Because I don't want to just like.
I don't know. All hotels have a safe, Matt. This is America, damn it.
You're right. There probably is a safe in the
And then
safe.
plus,
I don't
if you
know.
if you're really worried, you can leave it at my place, dude. Okay, next to my Switch. All right.
Matt,
Well,
you do know I took my Switch to Japan and left it in Airbnbs where I
Ugh.
never met people.
You
I
can't
never
even
met
speak the
people
same
that would be the
language.
room, and
You're like, where's my
what-
Switch? And they're like, what?
Well, Nintendo understands, Clay. That's the difference. Matt's gonna argue. He's gonna be like, "Oh, they know." They're like, "Oh, they get it. Switches are rare items over there." Right?
Oh my god, this is too much, Matt. We gotta talk, bro. We
Yeah.
gotta do
Yo, Matt,
Dude.
you're gonna have Owlboy. You're gonna have mad games to play. You're gonna be like, "I can't bring my
There's
Switch.
a
I'll just play this
bazillion
old
games I
3DS
could buy
game."
there, but
You're killing me. You're killing me, Matt.
Yeah,
You're
I'm-
awesome.
Clay, this is
It's
how you
even-
sounded, man.
even
That was
though
like,
even
what,
though
the first week.
even though I broke my 3DS, that wasn't related to like actually travel. It was just because it was in my pocket. And I think I just hit it up against something metal at work one day. Now I'm just like a lot more cautious to bring anything outside, because I used to bring my 3DS like on my commutes like every day for like 3 years or whatever it was to college, and I didn't have a
Oh
problem.
damn.
Probably because I could fit in my pocket, but still. And then one day I take it out at lunch at work, and it's like, oh, the screen's like busted, and you have to spend $100 to buy a new one, even though you're like
Ugh.
never gonna use it again. So
Why
now I'm
wouldn't
like
you just
super
buy?
cautious.
I would just buy a whole new one. $100.
Oh, I did, but it was
Okay.
also a waste because it's like, well, I'm never gonna use my 3DS again.
Yeah.
What a waste. Of
I know
money.
that feel. Like I rarely I regret my new 3DS purchase. I just don't use it. I was like, oh, maybe like I'll play Xenoblade, replay it or some shit like that, and it never happened. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad I have like my 3DS, but like I enjoy my regular 3DS XL a lot better.
Mhm.
New 3DS, and like I mean I always used the 3D. I was never a problem with it. I just never did it on full blast, and I'm just like, damn it, why did I get this? Like they only really made like 2 games for it, really. So yeah. I feel you on that. It was different. The 3DS, the more I realized it, the more it wasn't a GBA SP for me. You know what I mean? Like GBA, like that was awesome, but GBA SP and the fact that it had actual backwards compatibility, and it was like, yeah, this rocks. Like you know what I mean? Like I still have my GBA SP and it still has Pokemon Yellow in it. All right, and I'm like, this is awesome. But like when I 3DS, I'm just like, I look at the games and I'm like, man, I really do want to replay one of these games, but like I'm just not doing it right now, you know? So, one flaw of the 3DS, not as good as we thought.
Great, but not
Not
good.
not as long lasting as we thought. It's a better way to
It's
say
been
it.
out for like 7 or 8 years now. I remember someone posting, so it's been out for a while.
That is true. That is true. It's just a game. Like there are good games for it, but I just can't see myself going back and playing them. Like I've gone back and
Yeah.
played Phoenix Wright and like GBA and 3DS games more than I have. I said GBA. I mean GBA and Game Boy games more than I have, and DS games more than I have 3DS games. I think the only one I've replayed legitimately is Super Mario 3D Land. Like legitimately, like replay like a full way. Like oh, this is awesome. I like it's just as good as I remembered. Like I can't even remember. Like if I asked me to make a top 10 right now, I would have to actually look it up. I can only think of like 2 or 3 games, and one of them is Metroid because I just played it. Like,
Oh,
and that wouldn't
man.
even hit my top 10 if I'm gonna be honest, or it does. I don't know because I don't remember anything about the 3DS anymore.
Can you?
Right?
You
I
can't even
don't.
remember 10 games.
Exactly.
We need to talk, Matt. That's all I can say. I can't even take this. I'm like sitting here thinking, like I get it. I don't take my Switch on the train a lot because we have a lot of crime in Philadelphia, and I'm afraid of like literally getting mugged. Like
Oh
for,
yeah, I
like-
don't take
for,
my
like-
Switch in the city. No, F that. No. But like
That's
big
like-
travels, yes.
Yeah, like you. We got to talk. Like you got to get a case for it, and you don't like. I know you're not jumping on planes as often as I do, but you don't even check a bag these days if you can help it. Like you don't put something under the plane. You ideally have a backpack or a rollerboard that you can fit above the seat, and you don't ever check anything because then you don't have to go to baggage claim.
Well, yeah.
And
that's
yes,
what
you're
I'm
gonna
trying
keep
to
it
avoid.
with you on the plane. You're never going to let that Switch be more than 3 feet from you the whole trip. If you want to, get like a handcuff for it or something like that. When you
Well,
go through security, it's gonna be weird. But handcuff.
The only thing is they don't know. Like yeah, security. They've only checked my bag like twice because they're like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh yeah, Switch is like super brand new. So they're like, what the hell are we looking at here? But makes sense.
It's a tablet anyway to them. They don't care. It's just
Oh
like
yeah, they have no clue.
Yeah, they're just like, it doesn't matter.
I guess
whatever.
I'm worried
It's
about
cool.
like leaving it. I don't know.
The good thing is you're that worried that you won't. Like, you're that worried that you're going to remember it. Like, you're going to keep it with you. You know, but we can talk about that elsewhere on our other podcast called Matt's Anxieties.
Yeah, we'll call it How to Travel with Your Switch.
Matt's
301.
Oh man, teens react to Matt traveling with his Switch. It's gonna be a hit.
They're gonna be like, why didn't he just bring it? Like,
I'm just gonna be hugging it the whole time.
They're all mad at him. They're like, bro, I have 2 Switches in my back pocket.
I just carry a briefcase. They're like, what's in your briefcase? I'm like, nothing. Get away. Have a gun.
Why are you trying to steal my Switch, bro? And you're like,
that is the best. Yeah. So everybody who's at E3, when you see the one person there without a Switch, you'll know it's our host. Oh man! All right. We got to move on.
Yeah, let's
move on. You're up, Clay. You're up. Come on.
All right, yeah.
I've been playing Membrane for Nintendo Switch. I won't spend too much time hyping it because look forward, loyal listeners. The dev of that game was actually a former friend of mine from the My IGN boards, which is, if you're new to our show, where this whole podcast came from. Friends from a message board called My IGN that is sadly dying a very painful and elongated death over there. But he is a guy I knew from way back then, sort of like I knew Matt, sort of like I knew Mike, from reading their blogs and looking at their posts and stuff. It's a single person developed game. It's on Switch now. It's called Membrane. I downloaded it the instant it was available because I was super excited to sort of know somebody who did the whole thing. He did the music, he did the graphics, he's doing the promotion. Is my impression. I'm going to interview him shortly and get it on our show next week. Get a short interview with him and get some questions asked. So I won't talk too much about it right now. But the game is awesome. It's your $10 title. Not being biased, it's got 1 or 2 things I might change if I was in charge of it. But the essential game, just so you kind of know what I'm talking about, it's kind of like, it's a lot like World of Goo. It shares a lot of the DNA of like a World of Goo type puzzler, with like single like room or like 1 or 2 screen puzzles where you're really just working with physics. You're basically trying to build a lot of bridges. You're trying to create walls or activate switches or manipulate the environment in one way or another to escape the room. And it's a really well and cleverly designed game. One of its best things is music. If you want to check it out, I'm slowly launching a YouTube channel where I'm posting some videos. Most of it's just reposts from another channel right now, but on my YouTube channel, which is Unoclay Gaming on YouTube, you can check out a video of it. I did an overview of basically just some footage of one level I was playing through and commentating on it. It's got amazing music, and I do know he for the last couple of years has been kind of posting music he's developed, which I don't think for this game. He's just kind of designs music on the side, and a lot of it's like real chill wave, synthy, kind of down tempo, neat psychedelic type tracks, a little bit of DJ electronic influence. And the game really has excellent music, and that's a really strong thing for it, since a lot of times, a puzzle will take you like 10, 15 minutes to solve on the harder levels. And, it's one of those games we're going to hear the soundtrack quite a lot because of that. So, but the gameplay is really cool. It's medium difficulty. Usually what happens is, the first couple levels in a world will be rather easy. And then after, you get a little further into the world, then they get notably harder, usually with each world ending with 1 or 2 puzzles that are real brain busters that you're stuck for like a half hour. So if you're really devoted to the game, or you're really trying to figure out, okay, if I hit this switch and then build a bridge and then roll this ball over here and then jump on the switch, oh shoot, I messed it up, I got to start over, and it's got that replay value where you're really, I find myself a lot of times spending more time than I expect playing it, because I'll sit there and one more game, because I'm almost solving the puzzles. Yeah, highly recommended. Membrane on a Nintendo Switch. I think it's exclusive, and I apologize I don't have more information right now because we're actually scheduled to do the interview hopefully tomorrow. He's had a cold for the last couple of days and hasn't been able to record. So gonna hit him up. And if either of you guys have any questions you'd like me to hit him up with, I'm just gonna basically next week hopefully look for this on our show here But I'm going to hit him with the standard questions. What were your inspirations? What's your background? What were the challenges? That kind of stuff. So, get a little insight into what it's like to be what it was like to work at Nintendo. Was it easy to get a game on the Switch as a single guy, like a single man studio?
Mm-hmm.
How'd this go? That kind of stuff. And try to get a real compact lay of the land for what is this like to be someone who actually did it? You made a game from beginning to finish, and it is now ready to download. You can go on there right now and get it, and I do recommend it. So, I'd check it out, take a look at the videos and stuff.
Yeah, I saw your video, and it looks like a fun game to try out. I like puzzle games, so that helps. But it looks like a pretty cool game. It's cheap enough.
Yeah,
worth picking up.
I respect the one man effort. I think I've read a few indie stories where a guy does. He did the music himself too, or he hired someone though. That's the one thing I wanted to know.
He did it all. I think he did the music, the graphics.
That's sick.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Yeah,
you didn't mention price or anything.
$9.99.
$9.99. All right, man. Hopefully it does well. I'm looking forward to. Is the interview going to be on YouTube? Or?
It's gonna be on here and.
Okay, awesome. I didn't know he was gonna come here too. That's sick. I'm glad then.
Mike, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna interview him one-on-one. Since we usually have such a full house in here, I'm just gonna hit him up and try to keep it to a 10-minute thing that Matt can insert in next week. So look for that, listeners. Maybe I'll put it on my YouTube channel also. Once we get it on the show.
I was gonna say also, I wouldn't mind leading off with it too. You know what I mean? Just banging right into it. After our goatee, because we'll have a fifth man actually, and then he could be, and we can put all the pressure on him and not Matt.
Well, he's not actually going to be on the podcast, Mike. He's saying he's recording. Yeah, he's recording it separately. But one question I can think of that would
sure
be
thing, please.
Interesting for him is how does when he started line up with his My IGN history? At what point did he start either making games or making this game?
I see. Okay, yeah, I'll ask him.
See when that
came
in.
I did ask him I think the lead off question that I have scripted for next week. So stay tuned, everybody that's listening in on this. But is how did we meet? What are your memories of My IGN? Just in a nutshell, So I'll try to fit that in there. And did that lead to the gaming development?
What was the username? Let's see if I can remember any of My IGN things.
BBQ Sets. BBQ Sets, SSETZ.
I can only remember very few, seldom, as the SAT words would say. So
Mike, I don't remember. Did you play in any of? I don't think you did, because you would have said it was casual scum shit,
the Smash
for real.
ones?
But yeah, when we would play Smash together, some of the My IGN.
Oh no, I won in 2 of the tournaments. That's all I remember.
Did you really? Okay, because they
were 1v1. They were single eliminations, weren't they? I could have never faced him in bracket kind of thing,
Totally. That's very possible. He did participate. I remember that's I think one of the first times I remember
he played Ike. Did he play Ike? If he played Ike, then I remembered the right person.
It's too long ago.
It really is, dude. But that was a good memory you just brought back up. That was a good one. I forgot about those, man.
Totally.
We started that off actually with Brawl. The very first one I did was in Brawl. And I was I didn't win. My very first one I remember I didn't win that one. I lost in the semis. I was kind of fake new to Brawl. I never really played it. And what do you call it? I remember losing, and I was like, "F this! I'm gonna get good at Brawl." And then I remember then that's when I picked up Diddy Kong. It was I remember being I forgot the hell. I think I played Box or some shit. I don't remember. I played some mid-tier trash back in Brawl days. Yeah.
Those were the days.
Man. Then before that, I was like, I'm gonna get serious. And then trash came out, and I was like, wow, I am serious. And well, here's Bayonetta. Let's ruin the game.
Well, anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'm done. I've played a lot of Doom and stuff like that. I'm really hooked on Doom on Switch. Just the campaign mode.
Have you tried the motion controls or not yet?
I can say that I tried them and they work really well. They feel very accurate. And I've mentioned before in the show, I don't want to go down that road, but I have some wrist problems. I have to wear wrist braces from all the typing I do for my job, and motion controls are just really hell on my wrists. So
did you used to do music also, Clay? Is that
yeah?
My one of my good friends he doesn't play Smash with us anymore because he has the same thing.
Yeah, I just ordered a really fancy.
Mike?
Yeah, man, freaking. I was bodying him too hard, and he's like, I gotta John out of this. No, but yeah,
he has the exact kind of problems I have actually from having read about like his articles, like that the nerve damage that he's having is a lot similar to I think some of the problems I'm having. It's a serious thing, kids. If you have pain in your hands, stop gaming. It's for real, or stop spanking it. Or
at least stretch it out. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of wrist stretches, so it's just...
Yeah, it's crazy. I just ordered a $100 mouse that luckily my work's paying for, because even using the mouse as much as I have to for my job, like typing and using the mouse, literally thousands of clicks a day. It's like your hands just are not meant to do this. We are apes that came out of the tree. You're not supposed to sit at a computer like banging on these little tiny strokes.
That's a lie, bro. Straight lie. We all were made for computers. Come on, bro. Why else would Einstein make it? Clearly made up.
What do you think tablets are, man? Jeez.
Yeah.
They're worse.
We have fingers for tablets. Yeah.
That's funny, you guys. All right, so that's enough for me anyway. So yeah, that's it. Membrane on Twitch. There's the last plug for this week. So awesome.
Cool. Check it out. And we'll get on to some... There's not really much news, but there are some little announcements. One thing is interesting. Nintendo of Europe apparently was denying refunds on pre-ordered games. So I guess watch out for that. Or the comments were a bit confusing. I'm not sure if they have like specific laws in Europe that are dealing with this.
Yes, but I know what you're talking about. That's the European Union saying that their policy is like in defiance of their law that you should be able to get a refund for a product, and Nintendo's claiming no, it's clear.
For what product?
For like just pre-ordering on the eShop.
Oh,
and
they cancel a pre-order on eShop. I think that's fair. Like, why wouldn't you be able to?
They said no. Someone's trying to get a refund on their pre-order on the eShop, but Nintendo of Europe is apparently saying like, screw off.
Pre-order on a refund. I don't get it anymore.
So let me start. Someone tried to...
Matt, stop speaking in riddles, damn it.
Mike, someone tried to pre-order a game. The game isn't out yet, but they said, you know what, I want to cancel my pre-order because for whatever reason I don't want it. But apparently Nintendo of Europe is like, no, you gave us the money, you can suck it up. You're paying for that game regardless. It's like, wait, the game's not even out. Why am I still stuck with paying for this?
Okay, yeah, that's weird.
I don't know the full details because it's a bit confusing, but
I believe Nintendo's claiming you can cancel the pre-order. It's just onerous, and that's the thing. If I remember correctly from reading a news article about this, is that the European Union or the country in question, was it Norway or something, was saying, no, like you need to make it more obvious how to do it. You can't like kind of hide it from people. It's got to be easier to cancel something because we feel like you're not really honoring the spirit of the law, like where someone should be able to terminate before they purchase, and Nintendo shot back and said, no, we're totally in compliance, like meaning you can. So I'm not sure where it stands now, but I read about that too. So any of our European listeners, like maybe you're rolling your eyes at us because we don't know how this works as well. But Matt's Canadian. Give us a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't know. He didn't know.
He's practically European. It's pretty fancy.
Sure.
I was like, Matt, no French on here, man. This is American, man.
Si vous plaît, no French, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know what that is. Something about sea of plane. That's how American I am. All right.
Hey, but, I'm not from Quebec. You think I give a crap about French either?
All right, Matt. Lies. You're also from Toronto. Oh, there's only two places in Canada, bro. In Scott Pilgrim Land or Quebec. Right?
Scott Pilgrim
Land.
Land.
At least I'm not from Quebec. I mean, I totally didn't say that.
All right.
Quebec.
Well, Matt, I wanted to ask before you go into more news. Do we have news on Detective Pikachu? 'Cause I saw a trailer came out on the YouTube channel. If you were keeping your eyes open for one of the games of the years, man. So English voice trailer just came out.
They
had
one
3 days ago.
They launched one like a couple of weeks ago.
Really? Like full English, like the 3-minute one? Damn, that was a couple weeks ago.
I don't know if it was 3 minutes.
That's what I saw, and like the voice is really weird.
When they launched, when they unveiled it, like the amiibo and all that, they had a trailer with English in it. I don't remember how long it was, but
because I saw one, I was like, So like what I got from it, which made no sense to me, was like he's actually a famous detective, but nobody knows who he is because like then the kid comes into like a pier and you're like, oh my god, so you're him. You know what I mean? And it had Mewtwo in the beginning of it, and Mewtwo's like, I could kill every human now. And then Detective Pikachu's like, hey, let's not be too hasty over here. And I was like, nice. I like that voice. Hey. He's like, yo, you stupid Gabon, we can't be doing these kind of things. I was like, nice. That's the kind
Makes
of guy.
Mike feel at home.
Yeah, I was like, there we go. This is tied right to my heart. He's like, hey, go get me a pizza and park the car, kid. I'm gonna go solve the case. And the kid's like, oh, what's going on here, man? I was like, this is game of the year material.
Maybe I'll buy this for my E3 trip.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know the date because I didn't watch the whole trailer all the way through, but it was hilarious, and it makes me actually want it. So, Clay, you totally got to get it. This will be your foray into Pokemon, right?
Oh no, I did what's the one where he talks on N64? I did that one for a few days.
Oh,
That was
Hey
great.
You Pikachu, that game's terrible. Absolutely.
Hey You Pikachu. So
I have that, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Hey You Pikachu has the best custom N64 though. The one that would come with, like,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
dude, it has a Pikachu. It's blue and yellow, so the colors are sick.
Yep.
But the Pikachu's foot's the reset button, and I'm like, yo, this is what the kids need. I was like telling my mom, like, I need this one. I remember like begging for that one, dude.
That's super funny. That's super funny. Yeah.
All right, yeah, guys, check it out, and don't forget, Ryan Reynolds is not the English voice on the 3DS. I had to figure that out myself.
So anyway, and in other news, besides the European Union,
Yeah, so I didn't get to try this out either because, you know, I'm a great host for a gaming podcast. But has anyone else played the Luigi's balloon thing in Mario
Nope.
Odyssey? Oh, okay.
Don't have the game
Unoclay
yet.
doesn't even have the game.
Yeah, wait, Matt doesn't even. I forget. I'm flabbergasted every time I hear that. All right, like, all right. Second SAT word of the day. All right, it's bewildering. It's shocking. It leaves me in awe, son. All right. Clay, huge Nintendo head, doesn't own Nintendo's greatest game on its next greatest system. Okay.
looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
I'm quite excited for you to play the game. You don't understand it, dude. It's just so good. But fun fact I found out about Luigi and his balloon thing is set up based on the Super Famicom, but color scheme. Like the way, like if you hold the controller vertical up.
Oh, yeah. I saw that little post going around the internet, like where people were like, the idea is that like the color scheme in multiple Nintendo products, someone realized is the Famicom button layout. Is that what you're talking about, Matt?
Yeah. So like if you would hold it up vertical, then you would have exactly what Luigi looks like on the balloon thing. Oh god.
Oh yeah. Right. I remember.
Yeah,
seeing that.
so
That was cool.
I was like, oh, you know what's funny? I never knew back in the day that was like a different system, and I was always like, guys, can you get me like? I remember like I was older, I was like, guys, can you get me the rainbow Super Nintendo controller? Like I even had it like on my PSP, like it had that icon for it when I would play Super Nintendo games on my PSP. Not that I pirated anything, it just I was the only guy who had it. I got this special game called Super Nintendo on my Sony handheld. So. Yeah, dude. I was like, dude, where do you get this? This is the best thing ever. Then I found out it was a completely different system. So, fun fact of the day, guys. I was an idiot.
Yeah, that's neat. No, I like those little. The reason I'm sitting here talking to you guys is little things like that about Nintendo. That it's like someone, I think Jose Otero, a former IGN or current Nintendo employee, posted a link to showing the disc for New Super Mario Brothers. I think it was, and he was showing that like. Oh, yeah, that's been a thing that you guys weren't noticing apparently because the color layout of the buttons of the Super Famicom match the color layout of the characters on the disc or whatever for that particular game or something to that effect. So probably getting something detail wrong there, but yeah, it's apparently a Nintendo thing to like kind of bury that like reference in a couple different places already. So neat stuff. Neat stuff. No, I didn't play the balloon. In fact, I don't even know what the balloon mode is. Is it a balloon fight reference?
No,
like
the game so balloon how fight? It works is Luigi has nothing else to do. So he's in the world held up by balloons.
Damn it, Luigi, do something.
Basically, you have, I think it's like a minute to go hide the balloon anywhere in the world. And I think they automatically start you off in like the middle of the world. So you at least have, equal access to the rest of it. But basically,
No, wait,
you have...
wait.
Hold on.
They hide a balloon anywhere in the world.
Mike, you get confused easily, so let me start. Let me finish.
What? This
Hold
sounds
on.
stupid, and that's probably why I wasn't interested in it, but go on.
You're wrong.
Okay.
So you can either choose to look for a balloon or hide a balloon. So how hide a balloon works is you have like, let's say, a minute, and you can, go hide the balloon somewhere in the world. And how it works is you'll actually get coins. So when you want to search for a balloon, you pay like 5 coins to play this game. And I don't know how many you win back in return if you find it. But if you don't find it, then, the person gets X amount of coins for you trying it. And I think you continue to earn coins until someone actually finds it. And then at that point, you can, choose to hide it again or not. And...
But you get coins for free from it? That's baloney, dude.
I mean,
all right, I'm gonna get into it because you know what? The actual problem of the game, right, is later on if you want more costumes and like if you want to do more stuff, you need to have like a lot of coins. Like I bought every costume. You can imagine the grind that was to get all the coins to buy it, and so it's fair. It's a nice, easy way for people to get coins. So that's nice. Yeah. Like I like that. Well, also, Matt, spoiler warning for it's not really a spoiler because it's one of the first costumes available. But Matt, Dead Mario is not worth it at all. Looks terrible in the game.
There's another one that would be cool that I don't want to give away, but I don't even know how much the other one costs. I think you have to do something special to get it. But it's. I don't know how to reference it without directly saying what it is.
I can tune out for a
second.
Yeah. Phones off for a second so you guys can talk about it.
Cool. Get out of here.
Go for it.
All right. The invisible one. How do you get that?
Oh, okay. So to get the invisible one,
that seems a lot more cooler than
Darker Side of the Moon. Darker Side of the Moon, Matt. But the second time. Oh no, you have to get everything. My fault. So the one that I'm sorry I spoiled that for you. But like, okay, so you once you go on the dark side and you beat the rabbits, right? And you get Darker Side. When you beat the rabbits, you get the Royal Mario. And then when you beat the thing that my YouTube video has, you see it at the end. I know you wouldn't want to watch it for spoiler after that, but then you get Super Invisible Mario.
Oh man, I gotta beat that. Jeez.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Because that's a lot more interesting.
And when you talk, like when you talk to other people, dude, they're like, "What talk to me?" Like they don't know, but they all have like the same voice. Like that's the only thing that sucks about it is like everyone says kind of the same thing. But freaking, that's how you get it.
Oh man, yeah, that's a lot more interesting than the skeleton one. Because, like, you actually change
skeleton
one
stinks, dude. It just doesn't look good, man.
No, the royal one is cool.
Yeah, I love the bloomers on it, dude. I like the crown. Like, I just like the bloomers though. Like, the full outfit's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
No.
All
right, man. Tell Clay to get back.
Yeah, I did.
Get that sexy butt in here.
But yeah, so the Luigi's Balloon World, I saw someone posted on Twitter, and I think it was Alex from Nintendo Life. Yeah, it was. He posted and he got like 21,000 coins from it because that many people
couldn't find his thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Let me see if I can.
That's actually hilarious. That is actually really funny. Like holy shit, 21,000. Like, bro, I was grinding the same areas constantly. Like this seems like a good spot.
Yeah, 21,000 coins. That's insane,
dude. Nuts. All right, you know what? Maybe I'll pick it up just so I can get some coin grinded.
Yeah. It looks like it's fun too, so I want to try it out.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to hunt for Luigi's balloons. Sounds hot.
Nice. That's what it's about, babe.
It's all what I'm talking about. It's what I get into. Nice. Cool. Yeah, it looked neat. I just saw a few screenshots and I was like, I have no idea what this is about, but I don't want to look at this too much because I haven't played the game yet. So.
Oh yeah. Because you can do it in any world.
But can you do it at any mode, or you have to beat the game? That's one thing I was wondering.
I think you have to beat the game.
Weird requirement for a side mini game, but you know.
Yeah, I think I saw that somewhere. I think I got that impression, Matt, from something I read. It sounded like once you finish the game, this is something that you can play. And I was like, I have to say, I kind of like that. Maybe I'm just a masochist, but I think I like the idea that it forces people to finish the game to earn something. It's almost like better than having.
Case. Well, I don't know why there would be a requirement. I think most of the people now who'd be playing it already finished the game. Like it doesn't.
Right.
The bar for beating the game is quite low because it's just
that's
like,
how every Mario game is. Yeah.
I know, but
totally.
it's like
I mean,
even more so than before because you can find moons like in the dumbest places. But
yeah, like you could grind the same world essentially, kind of thing. You could be
Yeah.
like, all right, like you could kind of essentially you could
Like,
like
you
I'm
could
gonna
finish
skip
a
this
world
world
in, like-
because I'm gonna double down on one world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
sure.
but
Yeah, no, I hear you. I like the idea of getting something though when a game is finished, even if the game has like a sliding scale of what counts as finished. Like
Mhm.
I still like that because like this is like a big meta podcast we could get into that would be its whole own topic. But like if you were teaching a philosophy of video games college class or something like that, like the reward is the journey is the basic principle of a video game. Because what do you care about the ending in most games? Like 80% of games you don't care about the ending. You just get there and it's over. And like unless you're talking about something with a full cinematic narrative, a Metal Gear, or something else that is a hyper cinematic, Mass Effect, whatever, you name it. The journey is the fun, at least for the kind of games I prefer. And so like I like when a game really rewards you well with like content when you finish, like, and something like this, like a completely different mode to me is the ultimate content. Not just another quest, not just a reskin of game you played already. So even if it is a fact that this game you could finish it and be a total dolt and just walk around in level 1 and just farm moons until you finish the game, fine. I don't care. It's like, I mean, obviously we're not going to do that, as older gamers, that's for the babies in the audience,
And
But-
you know what? The game doesn't encourage that either, though. So it's not like
Sure.
you're like, yeah, you have the option, but it's like only the scummiest people would do that. Like you're not gonna be like you'll feel like you robbed yourself, especially like the way it
sure.
starts off and presents itself. So it's
For sure. Absolutely. So, I just like the idea, even if it's a flexible barrier for finishing. I like the idea that like I get something, something else opens up when I finish it. So
well,
that's it.
Without spoiling anything, more stuff does open after you beat the game
yeah,
as well.
100%.
That's
That's the one thing I thought was like just great about this game. The thing is though, like we like obviously it's weird that like we're saying like, oh, the story and this, that, and this. But like Odyssey had like gives you like a weird promise and all that, and like it just I don't think it doesn't fulfill it. I'd say I don't know. It's just like a weird kind of thing where it's just like you thought there was gonna be more to the story than there was, which is really odd to say for a Mario game, and some people were pretty upset by it. But yeah, that's like fake spoilers or this is weird. I would love to talk about this game once Clay plays it. Like have like a full discussion of it. So
Well, we'll have some content to look forward to in a year and a half.
yeah. He's like, guys, I can't play it. Metroid Prime 4 just came out. I'm gonna be like, damn it,
for
Clay.
For sure. I gotta play casual scum Skyrim before I even get to Mario. So what
Oh
am I
my
doing?
god.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna play.
Yeah, he's got
Okay,
Zelda
Clay.
and Skyrim.
Yeah,
I
he's got
don't
Zelda
think-
Breath of the Emptiness of the Wild, all right, to play, all right? Game's like 1 gig, all right? Freaking 49 gigs of emptiness, 1 gig of Link and Zelda and the story.
I feel like we've had this debate before.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
let's not go down this path.
All right. So
We'll
what else, Matt?
move
What
on.
else is in the news? The Balloon Trip. Luigi's Fantasy is out. That's awesome. Like, what else? What else is in the news we haven't talked about?
Probably should have said this earlier. You probably shouldn't redeem your gold coins for physical Switch games because apparently they're going to update that and you'll get more coins after some update in March. Currently you get like 16 and after the update you'll get like 60. So you'll get like...
Damn it all.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Son of a
unfortunately...
bitch.
Unfortunately, I'm one of the dumb people who thought, when it came out, like, oh, I better remember to redeem all my stuff because I might forget. And that was my downfall, apparently, being diligent. And now, I didn't buy that many games. I think I only have 4 physical games. But still,
Same,
it's
but
like,
come
oh,
on,
it's
man.
like, oh, thanks.
Matt, that is a mother effing 44 difference. Excuse me. No, yeah, 44 difference. All right, and then 44 by 4 right there, 176. That's 176 gold coins for Lamazina.
But apparently,
Yeah,
there's going to be
that's
something worth
nuts.
using them on. I think they said
Yeah,
you can
but I
use
mean,
them on
having them is better
games.
than not having them. Like, even if it's like
True.
a free game is a free game, And it's like, oh, you need 50 to redeem it. I'm gonna be like, son of a bitch, I only have 15 coins now because I freaking
know.
wasted them all. All right. The only physical games I have are Zelda, Mario, Xenoblade, and Disgaea. Oh, and I also have Bomberman. But like, that's 5, right? Dude, I just missed out on 44 by 5, which is 220. You know what I mean? Like, poop, man.
And also remember that you only have like a year to redeem gold coins or whatever it is, because they like putting time on it. Yeah.
I don't understand the what I would have used the coins for up until now. Now that they're saying, you know, this is coming and that you're going to actually be able to get games with your coins. Like, for me, it wasn't a big deal. I was just like, so what, you know, like I never spent any of my coins yet. Like, what would I use it on? Like, I mean, all it is discounts on games I either already have, and it's a tiny discount. And not to be a jerk, because I get it. It's Nintendo doesn't have to give us these rewards, but I can get better deals on going on eBay and buying almost any game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Than I can on this.
Everyone agrees that the deals suck, but I think it's like you can actually use them on Switch games versus 3DS and Wii U, which people don't give a crap about at this point.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And so the changes that are coming are good, because it's going to be more like Club Nintendo was, where you're going to be able to get actual discounts or get free games. It seems like maybe like that you're going to care about, was my impression. So, and you're going to get more coins. So like, I don't think I have that many to redeem either. I think I've been diligent and then I kind of fell off. So I need to go look and see, like, did I redeem Doom? Do I get coins even for Doom? I assume I do.
I'm still mad about the digital game thing. You think like I said, I bought Mario Kart 8 digital and I've never been able to redeem. So maybe they'll update that and I'll get lucky. At least have 160 coin game.
Right.
Oh, you bought Doom physical, right? Did you? And I'm assuming you already claimed it.
It's so huge. No, I didn't.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, hold on to that. At least you got one so far.
Not redeemed that one. Like, and then I think I redeemed all my other ones. But yeah, that's a good PSA. Like, basically, first of all, if you're new to Switch and you somehow stumbled into our podcast here and you don't know about it, you can get reward.
You've landed on gold.
Yeah, you've landed on some gold. Yeah, like some kind of gold, fool's gold, I think they call it.
Oh. No, it's called Nintendo Gold Coins. That's what it's.
Yeah, you can nice. You can redeem the physical games you get. You should sign up for My Nintendo or whatever they call it nowadays. Their rewards program, and digital games that you download, you get automatic coins. You get points, whatever you want to call them, for downloading a game. It's automatic. But if you buy a physical game, they did make it a little hard. You have to like go into your menus and redeem those coins. I kind of forget how to do it because I haven't done it in a while, but it's in your Switch menu.
It's how you act
on the game, and then you can go to from there.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, and then they go into your bank on the what is it called now? My Nintendo?
Yeah,
what it's
Club Nintendo, right?
No, it's not Club Nintendo. That's what it was back in the day.
Oh,
it's My Nintendo.
That's how bad they've marketed it. It's My Nintendo. Yeah, it's like that we don't even know off the top of our heads. Like, because I kind of forget because I never go there. Like, I got a bunch of coins sitting in there, like the crappy kind of coins from messing around with Mario Run and Miitomo on my Kindle. And
wait, what's the difference between the coins, since we're going over everything?
The silver ones you can only use to redeem stuff in game. Like for Fire Emblem Heroes you can redeem or use your coins to redeem orbs and other stuff. So the silver ones you can use in their smartphone games across any of their games, and then the gold coins are actual like eShop stuff or wallpapers or possibly themes if they ever get around to that, things like that.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. And you get crappier ones for easier stuff. Like the stuff in Miitomo is obviously going to be jankier coins than if you buy a $60 game. Like, and so I don't even remember the classes like Matt was saying, but it's just like, I know those coins are practically worthless, the ones that I got from Miitomo, and obviously the ones I'm looking more toward are when I bought ARMS and like redeemed it, you know, or when I bought Splatoon and I redeemed it, and Zelda, obviously, and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, and you did say they expire, so I'm glad this is coming soon, because anyone who has a launch day Switch, that means your coins are almost a year old from those games that you bought at launch. So it's coming up. So hopefully the first round of awards are going to be decent. So those of us that have expiring coins can get after it and get something okay for it. I don't know. I don't worry about this stuff that much, but I loved Club Nintendo like everyone else. It's not worth going over, but I have some of the like physical rewards that were really cool from Club Nintendo, and I doubt they're ever going back to that. We're going to get digital rewards from here on out. It's just too much money for them to like ship stuff out to people.
And make like limited stuff. You know what I mean? Like, like especially in this day and age and stuff. Like maybe I could see like Japan getting lucky, but that's about it. Yeah. Right.
So, in any
hey man, I'll take free VC games, dude.
Me too.
We can think about it, like, for every, I say we buy 5 games, 300 coins, and we're like, all right, well, each VC game maybe it's 100 or 150 gold coins. So I'm like, all right, I got 2 VC games for me supporting my favorite company, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right. So totally nice. Yep, so what else is in the news, Matt?
It's not really huge news, but Mario Kart Tour will be free to start. I just might as well bring it up because I'm sure Mike has thoughts on it. I don't know if we really talked about Mario Kart Tour. It is
not really. I only heard about the announcement here. Haven't heard anything else after.
Yes, it's the.
I've been interested.
Mario Kart smartphone game. You don't have any hot takes? It's
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's asking me for a hot take, bro.
Yeah, come on. It's a Mario Kart game for a tablet. What are you gonna do? Use gyro controls? That's stupid.
I tried gyro once, and I played Mario Kart Wii with the wheel. I had a gold wheel on Mario Kart Online Wii. I was one of those guys with a gold wheel. All right.
Yeah, I had that too. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, man, freaking! It was like that was the way. Also, there was like I'm like, all right, well, they made the game to be like this. Why the hell would I not do this? No, if I was casual scum, then I wouldn't be a Funky Kong main in Mario Kart Wii because he's broken in that game. He's top tier, by the way. Fun fact of the day. I'm not lying to you. He has all the best carts. He's heavy. Has the best bike boosts, and bikes are broken in that game. Like. If you're like taking Mario Kart Wii seriously, you would come into a race and it would be all Funky Kongs in a race on the Bowser bicycle. That's the best character in the game.
I do remember Funky Kong kind of took over. I remember that happening.
They made him too good, bro. They made him too good. He finally gets in a game and then they make him broken. But I'm kind of excited for Mario Kart, to be honest, man. Like I hope it's not like the arcade version, where it's like, oh, this map is 5 laps of the same thing. I'm like, I don't really want to do this with Pac-Man in it. But no, I'm excited, dude. It's gonna fail and flop like every single Nintendo iOS, but I'm ready for it. I'm gonna download that shit day one, pick Mario or Metal Mario, and mother effing have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Then put down 3 seconds later.
Oh. There we go. I'm like, wow, this was fun. That's all right. I'm done.
Wow. I'm actually impressed that it's not a full hate take that he's like gonna try it. You're gonna try it and you're gonna play it.
Dude. Say Animal Crossing or Fire Emblem. All right.
I don't even think I finished like the actual setting up your camp or whatever in Animal Crossing. I got like
that far. I just want a half pipe. I hear you could get a half pipe in it, and I just want that. But I keep forgetting to play. And I'm like, when I get a girlfriend, she'll play it for me. Females like Animal Crossing. Pocket
oh my
camp.
God.
What? I mean, it's obviously true. The studies are true. So,
don't lie.
Why are you denying facts and statistics, Clay? All right, not my fault. All right, that I just want a damn half pipe in a game that I hate. All right.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I'm curious, but I'm never gonna play it. I mean, it's just like
I'm surprised you played Mitomo, to be honest, because you have to
borrow
your
What was Mitomo again? Is that the question game?
Yeah.
Oh, I played that on the first day, and I stopped playing forever.
I tried it out. The dead honest truth is, I have my Kindle next to my Switch, which is what I'm talking to you on right now, because I'm I'm waiting for something to load in a game, or increasingly I need voice chat. As we all know, Nintendo does not support such ideas. So it's like my friends and I have been playing, things that we need voice chat for, whether it's, it depends, whatever game it is, you name it, that especially Rocket League lately. So it's the kind of thing I have on the Kindle that it's like, if I'm bored waiting for something to start, I can look at it. But both those games, Mitomo was beyond stupid, that I was like, this is so boring. Good Lord. was surveys. I'm supposed to do surveys. This is a game. Like,
Yeah, at least Club Nintendo, you got rewards for them.
Yeah, it was like, and it's funny. And then I'm just sitting there trying to type in the most obscene, horrible, awful thing you can think of, like for a survey or for an answer to their surveys and stuff like that. And then I tried Mario Run for all of maybe 10 minutes, and I was like, I felt like Mike. I was like, this is so casual. I just want to smash it. Like, this is horrible. Like, I just don't get why I want to tap a screen to make him jump. Like, I don't understand the appeal. I am not a smartphone person, so it's clearly not aimed at me. It's aimed at the Flappy Bird universe, and more power to you if you enjoy it. Honestly, God, like, I don't care if you enjoy it. Like, it's cool, but I just don't understand the appeal. Like, it hurts my fingers to bang on the glass repeatedly. I'm like, this isn't a controller. Like, this is horrible, and I don't think that's limited to me. This is like,
sounds like me when I played Sonic CD on the iPhone, and I was like, the fudge am I doing? I own this game on multiple systems. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to understand the reasoning for that for me, but we've talked about that at great length on other podcasts, and I think it's great. It's a great exposure for Nintendo to the casuals, and to keep Nintendo in the conversation for people that don't own a Nintendo system, because I think Nintendo is brilliant to be doing these like half-assed games that like get the casual press.
You're like, I think it's great they put out trash. It's amazing.
Trash. I didn't say trash.
No, I know.
It's just casual.
They're just not working hard at all.
It's just funny that you're like, it's great that they put out things that I think are not great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm patronizing for sure, but I mean, it truly is like what they're doing. I mean, they're struggling with the idea of everyone else on Earth giving away their games for like $1, and they're trying to figure out where do they fit. No, we're a premium company. We're like, you go to the liquor store and you see the stuff on the top shelf right in front of your eyes. It's like, the most expensive, and you can either choose to drink well, or you can be like, I got $5 and I want to get some Mad Dog, and it's down on the bottom shelf, and you can have a hangover, but you're gonna love it, while you're drinking it. You can make your decisions. The premium guys are like, no, we make a good product and we're gonna charge for it, and that's it. And that's what Nintendo sees themselves as. But they're living in a world where some of the liquor stores are giving away the drinks for free, and they're just like, what do we do? Like, what do we do when people are giving away the drinks for free? Like, we gotta keep our name in front of the drinkers, to continue the metaphor, so that's what that is. It's like them giving like tiny little shots, like of like a half decent brand of liquor, keeping you in the family, but saying, if you want more, you got to pay for it, kid, that kind of thing.
Well, so I'd like to see the sales numbers of some of the Square Enix games. I think they're like some of them are like $15 or $20, and they're like old ROMs. It's like, are you kidding me? You really think someone on mobile is going to pay that much for a game? Like, only your dedicated
people
fans
do though. Like, I mean, they do.
I think the only people who bother are like fans who probably bought the game like 17 times already. So I'd be interested to see how many like new people that haven't played the game actually bought it.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic you bring up, because like I know that the guys from Retronauts are really, really against some of those ports. Like, they've talked horrible trash on those ports that you're talking about, that they're like, there is no reason to play these like this way. This is a travesty. Like, you should play them in any other format. This is ridiculous that they dumped this ROM over here and they didn't do anything to it, and it doesn't play right in some cases, that kind of stuff. I don't play those games, so, but I trust those guys.
The only benefit is if you have a Bluetooth like controller, then it's like, okay, well, now you don't have to buy another device, and you have your phone or tablet on you all the time.
Right.
So that'd be the benefit, but that's basically the only one. And sometimes even the, like you said, they're not even ported well.
Yeah, Mike, I don't want to burst your bubble. Like, I like on that topic, I don't want to burst your bubble, but the guys from Retronauts, who are huge fans of the original Mana game, Secret of Mana.
I've heard. No, I've heard. But the thing is, though, like a lot of the arguments I've heard, where like it kind of got rid of the charm of like the sprite charm and like the boss fluid animation. However, like I've also heard like it does a good like the remake does a good job of telling the story. It's just it's kind of like if they would remake Chrono Trigger with 3D sprites, it would probably lose some of its charm. Like that's what makes like Chrono Trigger so great. It's just like the artistic direction and like the imagination behind it. And I don't know. I mean, I played, like I said, I played Secret of Mana. I actually never had to finish it, which is a big reason why I'm a big fan of like this coming up.
Sure.
So it's kind of like, oh, you know what? It's my new way to get in, but like in a newer kind of sense. So I had that. I think there was a bit of the same issue with. There was another game that was remade for the Vita. It's using the same engine. It was like it used to be a Final Fantasy game, but it was like a GB Game Boy game, and it kind of looked like a Zelda game. I forgot the name of it already, man. Sorry, but like,
it sounds familiar what you're talking about.
You know what? I could actually check. If you guys go to the next news thing, I could check on my trophy list. I could just check it. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't. I'm too stupid that I don't even know the name of it.
Hey, we're getting derailed. Matt, you got news items.
Actually, I think it was
Adventures in Mana. Yeah, and that was like a remake of a Game Boy game.
Sure. The Adventures of Mana, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Totally.
and so Secret of Mana is using that same engine and all that, and I heard it was roughly the same complaints, like, oh, the soundtrack isn't as good, it wasn't remastered, blah blah blah. Like the chiptunes were better. And I was like, probably. I'm never against chiptunes, man.
I hear that. Nice.
Well,
Matt,
I think we'll...
Our fearless leader.
Yeah, right. I think we'll wrap it up there this week. How can you say that after I said I wouldn't take my Switch out? I'd guard it with
it's
my
an
life.
ironic time.
Okay. It is true.
But I think we'll
pretty funny.
wrap it up there for this week. You can find me at the Mango Viking on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and sometimes on Source Gaming. And I'll usually retweet that if I'm on there or doing something. Just follow my Twitter, whatever. Give me Twitter followers. I need numbers. I like numbers. Make me feel good about things. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So, Mike, where can people find you?
All right, guys. You can find me at Troy Fullbelt. No, I know it's Troy FB7 on Twitter or Troy Fullbelster on Twitch.
Stop
and then
changing your handle. Jeez.
I didn't even change it. It's been Troy FB7 for forever, man.
You just
yeah, it's true. I just wanted to make everything Troy, but it's like I gotta be more famous if I just want to buy the Troy URL. Yeah, so find me there or find me on Gaming Night Live on the L internet. And maybe I'll finally finish a game. Or I won't play Xenoblade at 3 a.m. All right, how about that? You guys come find me. I won't play it that late. No promises. Right. Also, 3 a.m. is 6 a.m. for you guys. I just realized that we're not on the same coast anymore. Rip. So Clay will never see any Xenoblade 2. I know he's a big JRPG guy. I mean, Clay, obvious weeb.
He's just waiting for insert next JRPG game. I'm not sure.
Yeah. He's waiting. Today is Pokemon Day, and we didn't get any Pokemon news.
Yeah, so the series must be dead, and nothing ever good will come out
dead.
of it anymore.
Good job, Clay. You killed it. You effectively killed it.
No, I love the music. I want them to keep going. At least they can make some good music. It's great.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that. There is some good stuff there.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so Unoclay, where can people find you?
Sorry.
The heck was
Slippy got voice there for a second. Check me out on Twitter, Unoclay_Switch. And like I said, I'm slowly rolling out a new YouTube channel that's Unoclay Gaming. You could probably just Google for that, although I don't have a ton of traction yet. But that's Unoclay Gaming on YouTube. I'll have some more content. I'm piling up some test videos there. And we'll get some videos and kind of interesting commentary and whatever I feel like putting on there. Some snarky thoughts. And talk to you there.
Cool. So I'm actually going to put your gameplay video in the description and whatnot. So check that out there.
Thanks.
And
alrighty.
So hit us up with your questions if you're interested in being a guest at Just Another Castle or me at the Mango Viking. So until next time, leave luck to the heavens and leave gaming to Nintendo.